Just popping in to say hi and see how everyone's doing. Hey, Red, how are you, babe? How is everyone tonight? Just laying in bed, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna be heading to bed before too awful long. I just wanted to see how everybody was doing. Hey, April, thank you, honey. I'm doing okay, I guess. Those are plants from my dad's funeral. And that ain't all of them. I've still got some in my bedroom, well, my bathroom. I've got some in that one room. My mom, gosh, I don't know how many she's got. I don't remember how many my sister Debbie took. And my daughter Amanda. Whatever was left, though, they sent home with me. So I'm hoping there's a North Fork tree over there in the corner. I've got to look, and I'm hoping that I can plant it outside and grow it. That's my goal anyway, if it won't die. I love those North Fork pines. Your grandma had tons of roses. Does anybody know about those North Fork pines? You see them all over Texas, but I don't know if they'll grow if my area gets too cold for them or not. I sure hope my area don't get too cold. I'd like to have some sweet gum trees. They grow all over Texas and Colorado, but I have yet to see any here in Oklahoma. I wish Patty was on here. She could tell me. That woman is a wealth of information when it comes to plants. So, Amy, what are you doing up so late? I have no clue, Red. The reason I want the tree is the sweet gum tree. The reason I want it is if you look like it, or look like it, good Lord Almighty. If you look at it and the leaves are laying just right, it looks like little stars hanging everywhere. Beautiful trees. But yeah, to me, the leaves look a lot like a star. I love them. The only thing is, I don't know where to get any of them. And I don't want them getting mad at me saying I'm bringing, hey Eva, an invasive plant into Oklahoma. Because I don't know if they're invasive or not, but by golly, they're pretty. Hey Maria. Yeah, it's bedtime for me too. I just couldn't go to bed. I wanted to come on and chat with y'all for a little bit before I went to bed. I guess I can look it up on the internet and see if those north for whatever pines will grow here. Well, I hope it ain't the middle finger. Don't be flipping me off, Miss Red. Oh. Oh, thank you, Maria. I'm sorry I'm having to reload those videos. But if I don't, they'll end up flagging me and hitting me with a $42,000 fine. It's either delete them all and lose my hours, or reload them one at a time and take the others down one at a time and keep my hours. So I fought too long and hard to get my hours. The good Lord knows I don't need to try to delete them all at once, because then I'll lose everything again and have to be right back at square one. Hey, 320. Uh-oh, I missed it. Oh, some of them are new to you? Oh. I do have a new one coming out, y'all, that it'll be up. All my old ones have to reload, I guess, first, so it'll probably be up after, they'll probably be up after the 3rd or 4th or 5th or something like that of December. Because my goal is to get all the old ones down before their deadline hits, you know? I don't know how you tag everyone. But I had a place to send me um, a garden statue today. It's so cute. So it'll be up sometime in December. And if you put more than one video up, they end up docking you somehow, and I don't know exactly how that works. But it's supposed to work against you. I don't know. Don't make no sense. I'm going to end up having more than one video because I'm doing a chat. So Miss Maria and I forgot who else came in. 320 and how are y'all doing tonight? Owie, what'd you do? Hit your middle finger? Y'all red's flipping me off. Hey Maria, do you know much about those North Fork pines? Oh, you dropped the phone on your face. Now she's gonna have a black eye when she goes to do the other ornaments. Or 320, do you know of anything about the North Fork pines? I believe is what they're called. If any of y'all know, I could use information on them. If not, I'm gonna have to search the internets. Or as President Bush used to say, the interwebs. Yeah. Well, they grow in Oklahoma outside. Hey, Aid. Because I'd love to be able to plant it outside. Oh, darn. I'm a zone 7 or 8. Can't remember. Southeastern Oklahoma. I'm a zone 7. Rob, do you know anything about the North Fork, whatever pines? Will they survive Oklahoma weather? Oh, dang it. Oh, Rob, would Tuesday be okay to head your way? Because we have eye doctor appointments Monday. Okay. Because me, Rick, and Kate, all three have eye doctor's appointments Monday. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a rooster you want to part with, would you? I'll buy him from you. Hey, Anthony. Oh, you do? Where you at, 320? Oh. Oh, you have about a dozen roosters. I have one rooster that I don't think he knows he's a rooster. He acts more like a hen. He doesn't even he don't even try to get aggressive towards the girls. He just lets them whoop him and they go on about their business. But he's really sweet. It's just he don't know he's a rooster. I think he thinks he's a hen. He's too scared of the girls. They whoop him. They will gang up on him and just beat the snot out of him. Oh my goodness. But he's really sweet. He's like Rue was. He likes to be loved on and everything else, but yeah, he's young. He might be 6 months old. Maybe. But he just I don't want them if they're mean. I don't want one that's going to chase me. Because he'd end up in my stew pot. I know you don't mess with your chickens. I mess with my chickens. I go out and love on everything. I can't have a critter that I can't love on. Yeah, he's a late bloomer. I'm beginning to think he wears bloomers. I am about 150 miles from Oklahoma City, roundabout. It's for me. It's a little over. I think it's about a 2.5 hour drive for me. Now, for other people in Oklahoma, it'd probably be about an hour, hour and a half drive. But I don't drive like these other people. I ain't no hurry. I got all day. And them people in Oklahoma City just scare me. They crazy. They'll run you over and flip you off. They're not nice. Do you live in Oklahoma City? Not Eva. Sweet dreams, sweetheart. Oh, you're in Texas. Huh. What town in Texas, darling? Oh, good night, Red. Oh, your hubby works in El Reno? Eden. Trying to think where it would be the easiest place for me to meet you at instead of going to Oklahoma City. Oh, okay. Somebody said good night to you, so I say good night too, because I thought maybe I missed you saying night. I was trying to be polite, unlike you flipping me off. That's why the phone hit you in the face, Red. That was karma. um, oh, okay. It's the only way you can type. You don't use them other fingers? Rob, are your roosters mean? Do they attack people? Because I got grandbabies. I don't want the grandbaby attacked. Now, see, I don't take my phone to bed. I don't take my phone nowhere near the bedroom. They don't bother you, but you don't have kids. Do they free range? Or are they locked up all the time? In a pen, okay. I'll get one and I'll try it. Maybe I won't have to make stew out of him. Maybe he can teach my other rooster what to do. 'Cause lands oh lands. Poor Red don't know nothing. But I think one reason Red is so timid is when I got him, the people I had got him from, they had other chickens and roosters that picked on him, had all of his tail feathers picked out. But I mean, he was beat to snot. I mean, bless his heart. He was pitiful looking little thing when I got him because they had picked on him so much and just tore his feathers out. But they're starting to grow back. They're not very long, but at least his bum is covered now. Yes, he's henpecked. For sure. And my little hens just beat the snot out of him. They just, they whoop on that poor baby. He'll come running to me when he sees me, like, save me, mama. Them mean old girls is after me. Oh. But he's Americana, and he looks like Rhode Island Red in Americana. But as docile as he is, I'd say he ain't no Rhode Island Red. And he's bigger than the hens. He's a lot bigger than they are. But they're not nice. They gang up on him. I mean, all of them will gang up on him at one time. And Smokey's usually the ringleader. And she's just a little bitty thing. Smokey's part Bantam. Yeah, I don't like Rhode Island Reds. They're mean. Oh, thank you, Maria. Oh my gosh, if I have to keep that tree in the house, I'm going to need a bigger house. One that's a heck of a lot taller. I'm going to need a 3-story house, depending on how fast they grow. If I can keep it alive. There's no guarantee on that. I have some sort of azalea over there that I don't know if it has to stay in the house or if it can actually be planted outside. I'm hoping it can be planted outside because I don't need a whole crap load of plants in my house. I've got to find out what kind of azalea it is because some are for outside and some are not. I didn't know that. I thought they were all outside plants. Rob, when I plant those muscadines, do I need to well, if I can't put it outside, it won't be with goats. Um, do I need to go ahead and once I plant them, put the cattle panel up to where they can climb on it, or do they grow more like a tree? I don't think I've ever tasted muscadine. They're a vine like a grape. Okay, so I need to go ahead and put the cattle panel up. Do they taste like a grape? I like grapes. Oh, I want a pumpkin pie too. I'll have some next week, but I don't normally fix a lot of sweets except on holidays. Because if I did, shoot, we'd sit around and do nothing but eat sweets, and I'd be a lot bigger than what I am, and I ain't little now. I'm a good sized gal. Oh, zucchini bread, yes. I love zucchini bread. I love pumpkin bread. I love banana nut bread. I ain't found a whole heck of a lot of stuff I don't like. I'm not really much on chocolate. Have a thick pulp with seeds. Oh wow. I used to have a gooseberry. And then when the county come and redid the roads, hey senior, um, they plowed that plant down and it's never came back. Well, they bulldozed it down, just run it. Oh, I was so mad. That they were growing thick on the fence out front, and the county come in and took the fence down and just bulldozed them down. Oh, they grow well. This grew wild here, but that's the only one I've ever seen. And oh, they were so good. I'd love to have some more gooseberry plants. Hey, do you know anything about pawpaws? Yeah, gooseberries. To me, they taste like a they. To me, they taste kind of like a watermelon, but they're little. Never been around them. Well, they say they grow wild here in Oklahoma too, but I've never seen one. I had never heard one. Oh, thank you, Senior. Those were from my dad's funeral. Sister Kate sent me some passion fruit seeds. I want to get some passion fruit just growing. Oh, yours are tart? Mine looked like little watermelons growing on a vine on a fence, and they tasted a lot like watermelon. But I found out, I didn't know what they were, but I seen these little berries and they were pretty. Yeah, it was a bush, but I don't know, somehow it trained itself to wrap. I didn't train it, it just grew that way. Maybe it wasn't a gooseberry, but I had no clue what it was. Didn't know if it was edible or not. And me and Rick was out there. We split one in half and stuck it to our tongue. And oh my gosh, it was good. Oh no, this wasn't about the size of a pea. These were about the size of a peach pit. So they might not have been gooseberries. Okay, thank you, Maria. Then I didn't have gooseberry. I don't know what they were. They look like gooseberries, or what I've seen on the internet. But they were about the size of a peach pit. Yeah, a pit of a peach. And they kind of tasted like watermelon. And they grew on a vine like a grape. And they look like miniature watermelons. And it was, I don't know. But we had never seen them there before, and all of a sudden, just one year, there they was, and that same year, the stupid county come through and dozed them down. I was a little on the irked side, just to be nice about it. Well, I was just looking up on the internet, and I mean, it showed a picture of a gooseberry. Or maybe I looked at something else and just thought I was looking at a gooseberry. But I seen a picture of whatever it was that looked just like it. It's pretty, very pretty. But it looked like a miniature it looked like a watermelon about the size of a peach pit. And it tasted a lot like a watermelon. But it also had a little bit of a cherry flavor to it too. It might have just been some mangled up plant, I don't know. And I'm trying to remember if it had seeds in it or not. I can't remember. Well, this was more of a, I guess you'd call it a pinkish green color. Okay, night, Maria. Well, see, I don't even know what a huckleberry looks like. I don't know if we got huckleberries here or not. That's one thing I wish my dad would have taught me was the different plants. But he never taught me that stuff. Looks like a tiny blueberry. Huh. Now we have dewberries. I didn't know it was dewberries. I was laughing and I told Rick, I said, look at these little miniature blackberry plants. He goes, what? I said, look at these little miniature blackberry plants. I said, look at all these little blackberries on there. He looked at me and he goes, babe, I love you, but you're an idiot. And I said, well, why? And he goes, those are dewberries. He said, those are not blackberries. Yeah, these ripened like a month or two before the blackberries did. But our ditch out front by the mailbox is full of them. And the kids go crazy when they ripen. They're out there all in that ditch just a picking them little dewberries and eating them. But yeah, I thought they were just miniature blackberry plants. I didn't know. Like I said, my daddy never taught me that stuff. He taught me how to shoot and change a tire and change oil and fill up a gas tank. I guess he thought that's pretty much all I needed to know. And how to work in a garden. Well, and he taught me how to raise cattle and deliver calves and things like that. I guess he thought that's the type of stuff I needed to know. I think what it was, our parents was probably just too busy trying to make a living to actually teach us anything. I mean, I learned how to fight because of my brothers. Because I was fighting my brothers. Yep, Dave, I sure did, hun. Thank you. Maria answered it for me. Now I just got to find out what kind of azalea that is over there because the rest of these have to be in the house. I'm hoping at least something I can. Oh, I learned how to push a lawnmower too. I learned how to push my lawnmower, bale hay, cut hay, rake hay, bale hay, and throw hay. Ugh. But when it come to cattle, I mean, I learned a lot. When it come to horses, I learned a lot. Didn't learn so much when it come to other animals. Well, and pigs. I learned quite a bit about pigs. But when it come to other animals, I really didn't know much. I hated chickens, so I didn't want to learn about chickens, and now I love chickens. Figure that out. And I used to raise ring-necked doves when I was a kid. My dad bought me some ring-necked doves, and oh my gosh, I don't know how many ring-necked doves I raised. It was a crap load of them. And then they started getting interbred, and it was not a pretty sight. It was kind of scary. Twisted beaks, twisted feet, and needless to say, we ended up letting the doves go. Well, I just ain't ready for bed yet. I just thought I'd come over here and chat for a little while. What are you doing up so late? I can ask you the same question, young lady. At least my voice is better tonight. People can actually hear me tonight. Hey, Rob, do you want some passion fruit seeds? Oh, that sounds good. I love raviolis. I've never had passion fruit, but I've been told it's really good. Oh, it grows in your hay pasture. Well, look at you. You're just full of all sorts of nice food. Night 320. How do you get your pecans so big? Because your pecans look like they're about 3 times the size of my pecans. And my pecans are natives. Do you fertilize them? What do you do? Because I want my pecans to be like yours. Yours are some nice sized pecans. Yours look like they're about the size of a thumb. Mine's about the size of a pinky. Yeah, that's the way most of mine are. They're smaller than a dime. It takes forever to pick meat out of one of them. And by the time you pick the meat out of one, shoot, you're starving. But they're some of the best tasting pecans you'll ever eat. But man, they're a lot of work. Oh, the squirrels get y'all's. Well, the squirrels get a lot of mine too, but I had squirrel the other night. My son-in-law wanted to go squirrel hunting, so he went squirrel hunting. And I said, well, what are you going to do with the squirrels? He said, we'll give them to y'all because we don't eat them. And I said, well, then why are you hunting them? Give us something to do. Y'all can eat them. I told him, I said, if you're going to shoot squirrels, y'all go down at the back end of the pasture. You don't shoot these ones up by my house. I love to watch them play. Yes, I eat squirrel. You don't eat squirrel? You got to cook it right, though. If you don't cook it right, it's so tough you can't eat it. What you want to do is you want to salt it, pepper it, roll it in your flour, and brown it. And then turn your heat real low and put a lid on it. And it'll soften it up like you wouldn't believe. Oh my gosh. You fix fried squirrels, mashed potato, gravy, and biscuits, your tongue will beat your brains out before it. Mm. I love squirrel. I was raised on squirrel though. I don't know, it's good. Ellie Mae and Granny. Oh, I love to eat squirrel. Well, you come on down, Dave. I'll try to find some crows and make you some pickled crow's feet. I ain't gonna eat them, but you can. Granny ate them. No, it's not nutty. But I'm going to tell you what, squirrel is really good. But like I said, it's got to be cooked right. If you don't cook it right, people won't like it. It's like deer meat. If you don't cook it right, you can't eat it. Well, one of them we had was an old gray squirrel. You shoot them with the 22. You can shoot them with shotgun, but I don't like trying to eat and getting a pellet caught in my teeth. They'll break those shots will break your teeth out. But one of our squirrels that was got was a really old gray squirrel. And he was a little tougher than the younger gray squirrel. But he was a lot bigger too. But just like on cooking deer meat, you want to bread your deer meat and everything, and just have that grease hot enough to brown that flour. And then once you get that flour browned, you turn that heat way down. You put your lid on it and let it cook. But I have no qualms eating Bambi. I love Bambi. I have no qualms eating Thumper. Okay, well, I'll have to get more squirrel. You know, that's the first time we had squirrel. Oh my gosh. Probably in 25 years. I hadn't had squirrel in probably 25 years. I just hadn't gone out killing any. Well, the thing of it is, I can't show that on the tubes. If I do, I'll get in big trouble. They're getting very... They don't want to see people using freedom sticks, okay? You'll get in a lot of trouble. And if you even show how to skin one, people will turn you in and get you in trouble. The vegans will kill you when it comes to putting up your videos. I mean, the vegans will have a field day with you. Yeah, Dave, they're wanting to block all that stuff. That's why a lot of people won't show the cleaning anymore. They won't show you. They may show the gun shooting, but usually you do not see the animal fall. They don't usually show you gutting the animal. They don't usually show you actually cleaning the animal. Hey, Monica. Because anymore you'll get in all sorts of trouble. But if you notice, a lot of your self-sufficient videos teaching people how to be self-sufficient is becoming against YouTube policy. Yeah, honey, you sure can. They've got so many changes in there, it's not funny. But what gets me Yep. What gets me is they're wanting to take it out on the creators. That, how do I put it? In other words, we're more or less babysitters. We're more or less babysitters. Where I wrote a letter to the FTC, and I let them know how come it was wrong that we have to babysit other people's children because people will not watch and see what their kids are watching. They'll just hand them a device to shut them up. And it's wrong. Like, for instance, with what y'all are seeing right here, you see that little red truck over there? They could say that's a child's toy, even though it's not. The wheels does not move. It is non-functional, and it's a decor item. But they can state that that is a child's toy, and I could get a $42,000 fine for it. Their laws are so vague. It's just crazy. Because all they have to do is say, oh, well, that little red truck in the video appeals to a child. I mean, I have read and I have read and I have read, and you can't use certain words in your um, titles of your video. You cannot use the word play, fun, um, hold on, play, fun. Shoot, I can't remember what all. So like that video I have out that says about the goats playing, that video's got to come down. It's just, it's crazy. And the thing of it is, it's not YouTube. It's actually our government doing it to us. YouTube kind of sold us out to the government, but it's just a lot of crazy things. You've got to read every law. It's not just the COPPA. They've in their deals it states that they've come out with several new laws, and it's our obligation to find out what those laws are. One of the laws was, you know, when you put an Amazon link in your description, you automatically think people know, well, that's going to through my affiliate link, you know? It's a given. But no, now you've got to state that this is your affiliate link, and you may or may not get a commission from it. It's the government. Am I still on? Because I don't see nobody talking. Hello? Somebody say hi or something. Oh, I'm still on. Okay. But there's so much. You can't have a child in your videos. If you have a child in your video, that video has to be put for intended for children, whether it's intended for children or not. It has to be put intended for children. Then, you know, you don't get comments, you don't get nothing. Everything that, like how y'all are commenting, that's how you get your participation. You don't get to get participation if you have to mark your as intended for children, and your profits will go down anywhere from 60 to 90%. There's some crazy stuff going on, is all I gotta say. And I'm gonna be honest, I've thought about just quitting YouTube. Yeah, profits. Like we get anything really. I haven't seen no profits yet. I mean, it says I've made some, but I won't see any until I reach $100. I ain't nowhere near $100. But I've seriously considered just shutting down my channel. But then if I shut down my channel, I'm going to miss all y'all. I mean, I've made good friends through here, you know. I've made people that I look forward to seeing and talking to. It's just, I myself, I can't afford no $42,000 fine. And I've had people say, oh, they won't hit the little people. Yeah, they will. If you listen to the people from the FTC, they call us fish in a barrel. Um, their exact words is, we'll be through doing fines and it'll be like shooting fish in a barrel. They don't care who they get. So they've just called us fish in a barrel. They don't care where they get their money from as long as they get it. They don't care if it's a little channel. They don't care if it's a big channel. They just want their money. And honestly, $42,000 fine is more than my husband makes a year. So I'm kind of scared to go on because a year's worth of pay for a video, it's not really worth it. And people say, well, oh, YouTube will be losing money. YouTube will be losing money. No, they're not. They're not going to lose a dime. And I can tell you why. They charge their advertisers the same amount no matter what. It's just YouTube will be getting most of the profit, or all the profits pretty much, because everybody else is nothing to them. If I could find a different platform, I would. People say go to Patreon. Why? I don't put out quality content to charge somebody for. Or I don't feel like I do. So I figure I may do my reviews, put my Amazon link in there, and have my chats. But I'm going to have to make sure that none of my chats... Yeah, I don't sub to Patreon channels. I can't afford it. Why would I expect other people to be able to afford it? You know what I mean? Which, like Rob's channel, he's safe. He don't show kids. He don't have kids popping in and out. I have grandbabies that pop in and out. You know? I have my daughter that pops in and out. Which, yeah, she's 13 now. That's true. That's true, Rob. I mean, yeah, Kate's 13 now. But I also found out, I will never mention a name, but I did find out that one of the YouTube channels that is subscribed to me is a pedophile. And usually, if Kate is on, he's the first one to mention her. I'm not exposing her to him. Once I found that out, it was like, nope. I would never call his name out in public to embarrass him. That's for him to do, not me. So I'm not ever going to be mean to anyone. But I'm also not going to put Kate in a situation to where I have to be mean. So, but if he was to ever show up to my door, truth, he would be met with my freedom stick and he would be told to leave. Because I will not expose Kate or the grandbabies to that person. But I have also noticed, since I've taken Kate out of the videos, I love you too, and taking Kate off my lives, he does not come in here anymore. So, but I have noticed that since I said that Kate and them would no longer be in any of my videos and that I was taking all those videos down that had Kate or the grandkids in them, he has not come to any more of my lives. Yeah, he was climbing up on the couch. Yeah, Blue is climbing up on the couch. His hips are getting really bad. He's getting old. He's 9 years old. Yeah, he's 9 years old, and that's old for a Dane and Mastiff. Oh, oh, thank you. See, that's what we was talking about a while ago. Like if on the YouTube algorithm, if they see that, hey, Wendy, they would consider that something that would attract a child, and they'd say, I was intending this chat for a child, even though I'm not. It's just so weird. I mean, it's just the least little things. And that's like a lot of these homesteading channels. They show rabbits. They show all sorts of animals. And especially in the spring when we're having new babies. Well, adults are drawn to it. That's what we put it out there for. But also, children are drawn to that. So they're going to say, okay, all that's intended for children. But like I noticed that truck was in this video. Hey, Patty. Like I just noticed a while ago that truck was in this video. I'm going to have to delete this video because I have it set as not intended for children. But if they see that in their algorithm, I'm going to get fined for it. So this video is going to have to be deleted. I can't keep it. Which kind of blows. Yeah. Yeah, you don't, but it's just, oh, honey, I wish it's not just 24K. They're talking 42K, 42 plus K, almost $43,000 fines per video. That is more than my husband makes a year. That would be devastating. Oh, I wish we could. I wish we could. If I knew of another way to be able to sit and talk to y'all, I would. I don't know. I hope so. I hope it does. I really hope it does. I sent them I sent the FTC a letter. I let them know how I felt about it. That it's not our fault children are watching videos that are not intended for kids, because 9 times out of the 10, the parents has logged on to YouTube for them and just handed them the deal and said, here you go, get out of my hair. It's not our fault for bad parenting. Oh yeah, they're going to monitor everything. Yeah, I know. That's where I sent the deal from the petition, Janet. Oh, I can imagine who's behind it. And you know, there's a possibility every live I've done in that craft room may have to be deleted simply because I just now got to thinking I have craft supplies in there that supposedly entices kids. I'll keep it up until I find out if this thing overturns. If it overturns, then that's fine. But if it doesn't overturn, I'm shutting down my channel. I will delete every video on it. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. And see, I did craft videos. None of my videos are intended for kids, but yet, you know? So, but oh, I don't fear the man. I do fear the government. Because the government can ruin you. I can't afford to give the government everything I own. I can't do it. I won't do it. Man is the government, but they can ruin you. Oh, I do fear God. But God also gave me enough sense to not put my neck where it don't belong. God gave us brains for a reason, and they ain't to take out and play with. You know? It's just, all I know is this world is becoming a wicked, wicked, wicked place. Yeah, that's right, Patty. Well, the thing of it is, they're already killing babies. They've made it legal. And there's so many people out there that don't believe in the good Lord. It's scary. And I feel sorry for them because we know where they'll end up. Like the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. That's just like we can show people the faith, but we can't make them do anything. They got to do that on their own. We are living in some scary times, and they're going to get scarier. They're going to get a lot scarier. I mean, you think of it this way. A lot of states are fining people for collecting rainwater. God gave us water, but they're fining them for collecting it. When are they going to start charging us to breathe? That I don't know. It's just but I will wait till January 1st and see how this thing goes. But I'm going to let you know right now, if it does not get overturned, I will no longer be on YouTube. I mean, because the only thing I could do would be do my reviews. I mean, who wants to see those all the time? Who wants to see reviews all the time? I mean, yeah, I can have chats, but I'm going to have to be in a room that is bare. I mean, bare. It's just, things are crazy. You know, I don't know. I'm hoping it gets overturned. I'm hoping everybody on YouTube signs that petition. I'm hoping channels that just watch that does not make content signs that petition. Because they done said, this is the thing. This is what gets me. If you're not a productive channel, they're going to terminate you. What does productive mean? If you're not a channel that makes them money, you're gone. Don't make no sense. Okay, hey Patty, did you ever get heat? I sent you, I asked you on one of your deals, but did they ever get your furnace fixed, or where you could have some sort of heat? Oh my gosh, y'all, I've been on here an hour and a half. But I'm going to leave this video up until I find out on the 1st. That may sound terrible, y'all, but so. Oh, shoot. Well, y'all, I think I'm going to call it a night. I think I'm going to go in there and crawl in bed. Try to get me a little bit of sleep. I do thank y'all for coming and putting up with my ramblings. Oh, thank you, Susan. Oh, I hope I get to continue too, darling. I hope I get to continue. Well, I'm going to get off of here, y'all. Remember, the world's a better place because y'all are in it. Please don't ever forget it. And I do love y'all, each and every one. Y'all take care. Yes, you always do. I don't know why. But y'all take care. I love y'all. And Susan, thank you, darling. Bye.